Hello everyone, welcome to Blackout Gaming TV. How are you today, Getawhale?
I'm great. I'm fantastic. I was just talking about this Borneo map a little bit, but we can get into it. How are you doing, GPS?
Oh, I am
what's the weather like over there in Norway?
The weather is terrible. We have not seen the sun for 2 months, but I have slowly turning into a vampire. I hate the sun, so you know things are getting brighter, well darker.
The sun is still there. It's just that you can't see it. It's not gone or anything.
Well, yeah. And there's also like a construction team outside of my window blasting away
Building
the ground.
sentries.
So if you hear an earthquake, don't worry. We don't have those in Norway. It's just people building stuff outside.
Are the construction workers, do they have dispensers? Is that kind of like how you're going to transition into this match here today, Highlander? You're building teleporters outdoors?
Yeah, you know, we can do that. Building teleporters. It's like common practice here.
Let's talk about what we're doing today. We're going to talk over this match. It's a Euro Plat match, and it's on this Borneo map, and it's between Stacked and Splendid-Gaming.
Yeah.
So,
wait. Hold on, I got it wrong.
You got what wrong? What's wrong? Are you
Splendid is
being
red, Stacked is
jackhammered?
blue. No, I'm just working on the
Yes, of course.
the thingamajig.
So he's working on the thingamajig. Stacked, those are the guys tagged up in blue. Those are the guys who almost won it last season. We cast that final right here on Blackout, and it was a hell of a time. And if you talk to Admirable or any of these guys, they probably, you know, they probably think they won. Splendid Gaming, that's a team that's sort of made up of, I called it in the pregame when we were just chatting, sort of like the team of lost boys and one girl. They're kind of made up of people from disbanded teams, right? Kind of a big mix.
Like Awkward Moment, fair enough, I believe. There's some remnants of Sias here and there. And yeah, overall, like a pretty good mix. So, lost boys plus a girl.
Right, and they're having an alright season. It's their first season together. They're 3-2 in Euro Plat. Not far off from Stacked, who are 4-1.
Yeah.
Pretty close, and it should be a pretty close matchup. We know a lot of this talent, even though the Splendid team is new together. But that, I don't know, I mean, are we going to see maybe an edge to Stacked? Because I was saying last night that Payload, and especially this Borneo map, lends itself to team play a lot and kind of working together as a unit. Would you agree with that?
Yes,
maybe more so than other
I
maps.
played this map once a year ago on an American lobby at like 3 AM, so of course I know this map. I've actually seen it a lot. I think I've casted a couple of matches of this, but it's been so long, and like you said, there's been a few changes probably since I played it.
There have been. We can look at a bit of that real quick before we start. If you go near the third point, GPS, you'll notice it's kind of a new look, very new look. One of the roofs is gone. It's kind of like a triple-decker structure now. It's very, very different from past versions of Borneo that some people might have played. And so we see a lot of different strategies, and I think some engineers still try to maybe figure out how to play it. So I think that the engineer play is going to be very important to look at today. We're looking at engineers Mista and I'm not sure actually who the NG is on the Splendid team. They're doing a little off-classing stuff right now, but I think it'll be a big deal to see how the NGs play it. Looks different, right?
Yeah, and you know, this isn't a map that isn't as figured out yet, so there's... Well, I think maybe in America there is probably a standard, but in Europe there's no standard whatsoever on this map. As far as I know, like, there might be some in the scrims, but I talked to Beep, the pyro from Stacked, before the match, and they said they haven't really practiced or scrimmed this map, so it will be interesting to see, like, if the Lost Boys of Splendid Gaming, you know, have done their homework. They might be able to, you know, take this just because of map knowledge, so that will be definitely interesting to see.
Yeah, I mean, I think that'll show itself as we get going here shortly. You know, who's more ready for it and who knows the map better. And also, like I say, one thing to look for is the team unity. And I think that if a team works well together as a unit, they will do a lot better. I don't think the Payload lends itself as much to good solo performances, you know. We might see great performances, you know, by, say, the snipers or spies or scouts or those kind of classes, but it might not matter. You got to work together as a team or it's not going to work out for you.
Yeah, what I've been seeing, though, like just going around the map, is that there aren't that many long sniper lines like there are in Upward and stuff, so
right.
Sniping on this map is definitely a bit more pain in the butt. Like, as of lately, you know, Highlander is a sniper's game. It's like all about the sniper because he's the only one that's able to pick people off from afar. But if it's not afar, if it's only just a mediocre distance, then it's not that huge of an advantage, and the map is better balanced overall, I feel.
Yeah, they have definitely adjusted some of the sniper sight lines, and it looks like we're getting ready here in a second to get going. First team that is going to be attacking is this blue team. That's the Splendid-Gaming squad. And I think, why don't we look at what kind of defense we're getting up, because there's a few ways to hold this first, if you guys aren't familiar with Borneo, right?
Yeah, I'm just going to watch the Mysticam. That's the only reasonable rollout to watch, really. Rescue Ranger, Wrangler, Jag. Pretty standard. Did you know that if you have an infinite supply of metal from said, like, level 3 dispenser, that it's actually faster to build a level 3 sentry with the regular wrench than the Jag? Did you know?
I was reading a little bit about that. My boy Sigafu, actually, North American guy, has some interesting insight on that. And there are a few videos around on that. Have you? I'm sure
I've done a video of that ages
channel.
ago, man. I'm like so hipster. No,
guy
basically
knows.
the thing is, the timing of which your sentry completes is faster, so you actually miss a swing. And the extra build time is actually so little, it actually hurts you. Only with the sentry though, not with dispensers and teleporters. So we have a little sentry here around this little rock area. Not sure if you can get a sniper shot from there, but it looks like Mista is going to be moving that. And of course, Stacked are in the red.
Yeah, and Sniper on Stacked is tagged up as UN, but that is Tracker. You probably know him by that name. So we'll see. It's a pretty good sniper matchup, if I were to say so myself. We've got this spy just kind of sitting here, tutorial in red, just up on this rock, but he's going to back up a little bit. Pretty quick push so far out of the blue.
Yeah, watching the Mysticam, now it's going to be wrangling the sentry. Payload is just about to, enter its range. Oh, big backstab by Slush there, taking out Engineer, and now the Pyro has to play babysitter here for, the amount of time it takes for the Engineer to get back here, and the sentry's vulnerable.
They popped their Uber, and they're not really able to find anything. Well, they took the demo out and the heavy, actually. So I guess a pretty successful pop out of Stacked, but Medic stays up for Splendid, and Flood still has it as of right now. So they're going to be able to wait for respawns and come right back out, which is good for them. So that here they all come up the left side, looks like.
Yeah, Slush here going out, taking out Smz, the Scout, not the biggest of picks. And yeah, Sentry goes down, courtesy of Zimmer. That is an Engineer, by the way.
And still, Flood still has that Uber, and no one, I don't know, I mean, unless there's a sniper headshot, we're going to see this Uber come here. We might see this first going down right any second now, and Red's going to fall back out. Stack's going to get their defense set up. They've already got their Mista building and stuff. It's level 1, so we should see these power classes of Stack need to come out here and slow down the push. Look at the push coming from
Splendid. A bit disconnected there. Well, he's more out of position. He's with his demo man, but he's eating a sandwich, and a Scout took him off through the wall. Definitely taking out Freaky there. And there's only a level 1 sentry here that's being wrangled, and whoa, nice bombing here, gets the force.
Oh, look at this! Look at this! Oh, Beep is blasting people off, and here comes Splendid with the push. Point 2 is going to go down, and that is a huge deal, GPS. No defense at second.
Oh.
They're going to stack this card up.
Of course, the Scout, Smizzy, did get Flood, so that is no medic for the attackers right now. So Stack might have an advantage ever so slightly. But they need to get ×3 on that cart, and Engineer can't push it 3 times all by himself.
Yeah, Samsy did a good job. Samsy on Scout is second on the scoreboard right now, but this push coming along, and my goodness, is going to be real important here for Stack to stall if they can. They're here in this stairwell area holding back, and they want to... Oh, look at this! Oh, Spy comes in, whiffing a couple times. That is Slush who tried to get them
still alive, though.
Yeah,
Spy
still is.
Oh, no, he did get spotted and did get taken out by Dr. Phil. Nice spot there. Using the Conjurer, which is an interesting choice for a soldier on defense. Going for the survival strats.
Seen that more and more often, actually, in comp, in 6s and Highlander GPS. A lot of conch plays. I like this defense, though, Stacked, finding a bit of a defense now, and this could be kind of a two-pronged defense, because they're here in this house, and their Engineer, Mista, is in behind in this bigger house with his gun, and he's just got his level 3 up, so... This is kind of a nice, double, two-tiered, bunk bed kind of approach, we'll call it.
Both Ubers exchanged here. Looks like, slight advantage for Flood. He's going to end that Uber slightly later, or at the exact same time. Oh, big backstab here by Slush, taking down Admirable. And the Flood is still alive. That means heals for the attackers and not for the defenders. And the Scout is still alive for Stack right now. He might be able to get something. Did get the Scout.
Big picks there.
Well, you know, Scout, that's ×2 capture denial right there, so that could work in their favor.
Yeah, and so now the defense for Stack is going to come down to this house where the gun is.
Sweeter just chasing down Stacker, not going to allow any snipes going on here, and doing a fair job for that.
Yeah, and it's been a nice job actually by Splendid doing what they had to do, which is push the card along as Tutorial goes down to a headshot there. A nice little 5 kill streak looks like by the sniper Revsky. But now we're in this house here, and what I've seen from matches in this house is that it can be easy for people to sneak around on bottom when the red team's holding on top. So see if we have any sneaky plays coming in around back, maybe to spy or someone like that.
Well,
this roof here
Spy is in a very good spot right now. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, it does get spotted by the Pyro and lit on fire. It does get the zap, but Sentry gun is still up, being repaired now by Mista. Does get
still up.
Still
I don't
up.
know how it's still up, but it's finally going to go down. And is that going to be 3rd point here? Stacked a little re-push back in. They have Uber.
Knack here.
They're going to pop in here.
Splash damage off there. They're all clumped together here. Deathlinger protecting his sniper friend.
And look down below, Zimmer's just going to kind of push along. He's got his Mini there. Mini's going to go down. Zimmer might be dead to rights. And we had the Conjurer was popped, looked like.
Zimmer is still alive, and there's 4 reds.
What's he doing down there?
No, he's just stalling. He was keeping 4 guys busy with himself, not really doing much show.
All right.
The distraction engineer play.
Interesting spot here for the gun. I'm seeing here Mista put his gun up well, but he just got taken out. That's a big headshot. 7 kill streak by Revsky, the blue sniper, who's just having a fun time right now. He's just, you know, he doesn't even know the match has started yet. He's just DMing it out still, having fun.
Definitely, if you've done this map before, you have a huge advantage for especially snipers and spies. Just in general.
Look where we get the cap go down. Look where Admirable is just waiting up on this roof. Kind of. Look at this ambush play dropping down. Look at this. Heavy takes it in. That's really cool. Taking Freaky down as an Uber. A lot of little ledges where you can sit.
Nice little scout force there coming out of Scout from Stacked.
I think that Stacked is getting out, and I don't know if this is the crazy kind of defense they have. We're 5:32 through 3 points. It's pretty quick, GPS.
Yeah, but Tracker here did get the double kill here, taking the demo and the medic, so that's going to stop the push quite a bit here. Soldier tries to bomb him in, but he's protected by Pyro. He does take him out with a body shot, so he's doing some work right now.
Revsky is still up on this kill streak. Revsky has not died. He's on his 8 kill streak still. What is this? They have not been able to focus this sniper down, and Stack need to try to do a better job of that because he's just, you know, popping heads off for fun.
The funnest lands a body shot on the Tracker. Tracker is weak and he's going to retreat. It's going to leave a sight line open, meaning his team is able to attack.
Yeah, and so this point here on Laz, this can be tough as well because GPS, if we look around this last area, very wide open, and especially when we get in the last building, it's so huge. It's a large spot, and Red Uber coming in. Oh, and they get MF there.
Yeah, and they do force him to some retreat here. I think Knack goes down. 6 kill streak for Hughie here, and yeah, it looks like they have to regroup here. Revsky still just hanging out. Oh, he's going to get pressured by Scout, but he is backed up by his team, and he's going to be safe for now.
He's still up.
Yeah, and there's a spy back here. He can't really do all that much.
9 GPS. Like the German word for no. Like the number of players on the field. Blue has Uber, by the way. Just want to mention a game. Oh, but they don't have Uber. We had a big pick as Flood went down to a Tracker headshot. So, whoops, a daisy.
Yeah, now they just kind of need to do something with the Uber they don't have. Admirable will have an Uber fairly soon, so would not be surprised to see a force here, but he is very well protected with this sentry gun.
Yeah, I like this hold by Stacked, and I've got to give them credit for holding here. We don't always see a hold outside here in this area. The last hold usually happens right inside, right next to last in the huge building. But we have quite a good hold here by Stacked, and they seem content to just stay here as long as they can.
Revsky here, finally going down to Dr. Phil being pressured by a soldier.
Finally.
Finally. So Huey here with an Uber. Oh, gets the medic. If they can keep Admirable alive, they're just going to keep chaining this. Another nice pipe there from Huey, really doing the damage. 9 kills in this life, doing pretty well.
9.
Tuto with the backstab on Q9. No more heavy for the attackers.
Boy.
Just increasing their lead more and more. And that's exactly what you do when you're ahead. You just increase your lead.
Yeah, so with her down, I mean, that's a lot of firepower to lose, but, I mean, they still got this Radski sniper up. They still have, I mean, Nyak's been having a fantastic round.
Yeah, he just needs to get the pyro so he can go around that corner. Oh, big sticky trap. They're almost finishing him off. Yeah,
Nyak not high on the scoreboard, but he's been doing a lot of damage, and the rest of his team has been doing the cleanup, and so that's what you want your demo doing. He's been leading the charge a lot of times, and here comes Kunai back.
Oh, Dr. Phil spots this. He sees everything. Oh, he's going to battle. I was hoping that he's going to go for a bomb, but he doesn't have the rockets in his chamber.
Tutorial. Gets the medic! Tutorial, you did it! Congratulations, buddy. Tutorial picked out. And wow, that's everyone down but 2. Oh, huge bloodbath here for the Splendid-Gaming team. They all went down, and down goes Revsky too. So kind of stalling out here before this last point, or right after the third point, however you want to look at it. What do they got to do?
Well, attack and get the force and not die to the Compton classes of stacked here. They just got this place locked down. Like, it's really hard to really get an edge here at Marble with the full Uber once again. Nyak a bit disconnected from his team, and he goes down. That's a big damage dealer here. Oh, another headshot from Tracker.
Flood is having a hell of a time, you know, keeping the head connected to his body.
Yeah,
you know?
Revsky just isn't aiming where people are, while Tracker is.
One of those hard things in TF2, you know. Tutorial been having a fun time, just kind of running Cloak and Dagger and just being a nuisance right now, just waiting. Just, you know, waiting for the right time.
I'm watching Slush right now. He could potentially get, though. No, he goes for Dr. Phil and he gets.
My goodness. And this is interesting. I don't know why Stacked is kind of changing up here their strategy. They moved the gun over to just right above the tracks here. I don't know what's their thought there on that.
Well, you know, you can't shoot. Oh, Zimmer needs to be careful. Oh, he needs to. He's pushing the cart.
Way
actually hide behind the cart
here. I mean, I guess they're trying out. Oh, and down goes Tracker, tagged up as U equals N. I don't know about that gun spot. It's pretty wide open, isn't it?
Oh, Kunai heard that spy. Very good hearing. They're turning around instantly.
Ooh, and Slush picked out Huey, and that's a lot of firepower down for Stack.
Yep, I'm watching Kunai right now. She could potentially get a good... Oh, she has a good position on the gun. It's going to do a lot of damage. She could potentially finish off the engineer, but it's not going to contest this heavy. Oh, they have Uber. They do not. They just need to survive this, and then they will be in phenomenal shape. However, Tracker is alive, and he is watching. Misses the sword.
So yeah, look at this. We got... Revsky has snuck around to the right side, so we're going to be looking now into this huge building, this enormous, massive building, which is so spread out. And are we going to have a push in right away? Looks like we do. They have Uber.
Yeah, they have a full Uber now. They're going to go as soon as they can. They got Revsky backing them up here.
They definitely want to get in before the gun can get up to a level 3, but it's it was rescue range down,
in the
so
front
it is
here.
at level 3.
Oh, it's going to do a lot of damage here.
They need backup. Splendid needs
to
get
the pyro though. That's going to allow them to harass the sentry a lot more. But Kunai needs to get some damage onto that gun. Does kill the spy. He's going to buy.
And it's such a large area. I mean, you can't forget about the cart either. And that gun is just watching the cart. You have to sort of come around the side and get it. Revsky for his side, he's going to be here just on the left kind of flank, trying to hit
up again. And he's just
Revsky got a big pick on Tracker, so that's the red sniper down.
Yeah, and like you know. Oh! No, bit of a mistake there engaging that heavy. They're freaky, taking out Kunai, and it's going to be a retreat here. They're going to have an Uber soon, and the heavy might not be here when the Uber hits, so they have to make do with what they have.
Beep is doing a great job spy checking, just picked out the spy who was making a play for the gun.
Yeah, like along Beep is like a key class area. If they want to push through his right-hand side, he can just air blast them all day. Because he has a dispenser to refill his ammo. Looks like his stack is actually pushing out here, and Nyak goes down to a pipe from Huey. Push coming in with a lonely pyro and with MF, and that's not going to be enough. Tracker is watching though. Did not get
yeah, this is not the easiest point. Now that they've sort of, I don't know if there was a change, but it seems larger to me. It's so spread out. It's easy to get a defense up, and it seems hard to. Is this point hard?
Oh, I thought they were going to shoot the gun when it was up, but it wasn't.
We're still up. Is this a hard point to push into? Maybe one of the hardest lasts? Do you think it's easy to defend GPS?
There's really no high ground to come from. I think the map would greatly benefit if there were a high ground to get this kind of gun here, because this gun is really hard to kill. I mean, he got the dispenser did go down, but it's right behind the gun there, and it's going to be really tough.
Nice job as well, just using that Wrangler on it. Missed sort of spotting out Soldier who was trying to spam it out.
Yeah, they lost Kunai now. Flood is going to have a full Uber pretty soon, and hardly anyone to heal. Kunai just respawning right now, and they have to go now. Marble doesn't have an Uber. They need to get the pick on the Pyro, so he just doesn't air blast them. They run into the Spy. Bit slow here, but they could potentially do something with this. Get the Engineer. One pipe hits.
I mean, this you nailed it. This does have to be it, and Red's kind of backing into the spawn here. And Marble wants to stay up, and they're just in spawn, and we got Slush. Oh god, Slush making a play, but look, cart moving along, and Stat's got to get down to stop this.
Yeah, we got people down there.
And it's going with mini sentries now. Vista switched off to minis.
Yeah, they're basically buying time here. Revsky taking out Tracker. A nice little second scope there. He's fully charged. This is the shot. People going down left and right.
Scout on it! Scout's on it! Wow! Oh my goodness.
Engineer defends. Mista doesn't need a sentry.
Almost done.
He just
my
needs
lord.
a shotgun.
A minute left, GPS. We got 1 minute left, and they got to switch to Kritzkrieg on the blue side. Oh, there we go! Sneaky spy cap.
It was actually so close that, you know, he just uncloaked and it just fell in the hole. Like, that was it. Small little push. So very nice play there by the Spy. Now teams have been switched. And let's take a look at stats.
Absolutely. What do we got?
Oh my god, Huey, 13,000 damage last round, while Nyack is like almost 8,000.
Yeah.
And then Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil actually did more damage than Freaky. He did a lot of soldier work there, Kunai as well. Let's take a look at the frags here. Frags, pretty even. There's actually less frags for... That was pretty even. Some have more than others. So yeah.
Yeah, we're going to switch sides here, and it'll be up to Stacked to see if they can beat the time of 14:35. And, I mean, we'll see if we have any different styles of play here, because this map is still very new to UGC. We want to actually, or I want to give a shout out to the map maker, Sean, who's actually watching the cast right now. Himself and Valen, the North American player, they've been doing a lot of work on this map.
Cool.
And
Sean.
it is in UGC, and yeah, it's we're working on it.
Sean, make a high ground entrance on the last point. Thanks.
There you go. High ground entrance on the last point, added to the checklist by GPS. So here we go, Stacked.
So there we go, just watching. We have Splendid-Gaming on the defense, Stacked on the offense. 15 minutes to do this, well, slightly less than that. So I'm just going to watch here. Commander watches his troops there. Ooh, sneaky spy play. Oh, the old man is going to jump right in. That is Huey.
Oh, Dr. Phil going for the medic, but gets taken out. Almost picked it out. So you're playing the Commander class in TF2. Is that what we're doing today?
Except they don't tell me. It's like natural selection too. They don't ever go where I tell them to.
Yeah, Commander was, it's a little trivia on TF2. It was going to be a class. I'm surprised you're not aware of that. That was what they were planning, but then it never made it to the game. They were going to have a Commander class who just orders everyone around. Look at Tutorial. Picks the medic out and gets the heavy too. Oh, Tutorial. He just picked out Kunai and Flood, and oh boy, if you're on the red team, you didn't want that to happen. And they have their Eddie down now too, and so, oh my god, are Blue going to rush up now and shut down the defense in second? So what we saw happen with Stack last time. They couldn't get a second
definitely has to make something happen. He's in a good position. Yep. Oh, he sees a marble. Has he been spotted? Yeah, he gets spotted immediately by the scout. Very nice work there.
Oh boy, they're sneaking right up. So Tracker now already watching second, but I think the Blue needs to get up a little quicker than this almost. I think we might get this second defense. They've got their demo, they got their heavy there. Sniper watching too. Who's going to get the biggest pick? Who? Oh, Tracker picks Rezgi out, so that'll help. There'll be big sight lines now for this Blue team to stand in, and good flank work being done actually on the side as well. Dr. Phil went down, but you know, he tried. He tried his best. He's a great doctor.
Oh my god, he's in a super good spot. But he must be sure not to decloak right in front of the Pyro. This is going to be tough for him to actually do something. Oh wait, here he comes. Oh! Barely misses the stab on the medic.
No.
We're coming in here though. That medic is dead.
They got a lot of room to, or they got a lot of distance to cover with that car. Looks like they will push it along though. Look at this. We got Revsky wanting to sneak a pick. No, misses a shot.
He just has to charge a shot and hit something. Like doing the quick scopes will only give away his position, and everybody will know he's there. So he kind of has to commit. Does he fall back, or does he try and get one guy and die? Get some.
So not a great second defense. Are we going to see a better third defense here? We get the level 3 up already, and I think they really need a good third defense here if they're going to, you know, hold on to this. If Splendid want to take this half.
Yeah, most definitely. So they have a level 3 at a very peculiar spot. It's going to cover 2 hallways, being on the high ground. It's going to be covered by the rest of the team. Uber's pretty much even. Zimmer just going to shoot repair guns at the cart.
It's a good angle. I like the way that this gun is set up. It's in a very good spot. It's not that susceptible to, say, being spammed from above. You sort of have to shoot up at it. Although, no, look at this. We got, I spoke maybe too soon. This Huey just took it out himself, so maybe not. He's just kind of edging around it. So maybe it was not quite in the right position.
Yeah, well, Demoman used the wall, which is a very good strategy for Demoman, just to use the wall to your advantage and just take it out. And if it's not wrangled, it doesn't take many bombs before the gun goes down, so...
Use the wall.
Oh, look at this! Demoman are so good at shooting up. Gonna do a ton of damage before he gets the force out.
Now, I'm wondering, are Stack going to be able to take the positioning they want from this? Not really. They're going to back out and cycle around underneath here. Maybe just going to try to push the cart a little bit. Stack the cart.
That is definitely what they're doing. I mean, the cart's moving
joke
forward.
there.
They have times 3 on that, pretty much. The medic is down there with them, and it's just going to allow them to push the cart. And, yeah, Kunai's going to come down and contest here along with the soldier. Oh, and Marble's actually pretty exposed right now. If the soldier saw him, that would be pretty huge, actually. But
Splendid are just... Splendid giving up their position completely. They're just totally falling out of there. I'm not sure what happened. I think they came around to the mouth of that tunnel to try to defend, and in the process, they kind of just gave up this whole house area. I don't know if that was the best idea.
Yeah, 10 minutes to hold the last point. That is going to be tough. Revsky here, battling Tracker. Does get taken out.
They've got a level 1 now, going to be a level 2 shortly at last, but let's see if Zimmer can pull off the kind of defense that we saw previously with Mista. Tracker a little headshot there.
Yeah, taking out the scout for the defenders. Flood here does have a full Uber. Does get forced, I think. Yep.
Yeah, now are they going to be able to push this back? And GPS, here's what I'm looking for. Can Splendid pull off a defense here in this area without having to go inside? But it looks like they're not. We saw such a good defense here in this corner area where the blue Uber just came through. No defense there at all, and it's all going to come down 9.5 minutes to hold this last point. That is a tall order.
Yeah, and they lost their pyro, which is going to be huge here. Let's see if Stacked takes as much advantage of this as they can. Nyack going down to Tracker. No the stickies on defense whatsoever, and Tutorial is in a very good spot right now. Goes for the stab, gets the heavy.
Tuto gets the heavy, that works.
And he's still alive. They haven't been able to stop him yet, so he's going to go around and harass that sentry. It's actually Deco right next to the sniper, and he didn't even hear him. Goes for going for the medic pick.
Tutorial! No!
Well, it was a nice effort indeed.
Yeah, it was a nice effort indeed, and now there are 4 players up on Stack, so this push is shut down, at least for now. And what a big, lovely building, you know? I don't know what the lore is behind this building, but it's huge, not easy to push into, a lot of flanks, and you say there needs to be a high ground area.
Yeah, well, like, you know, any map design is like the longer route should give you more advantage than the shorter route. It's generally a good sign. Here it's pretty much even no matter which route you take, besides the low ground route, which you don't take. So we've seen, oh! Nice slush pistol there, taking out the Razorback wearing Tracker there.
Gun is down! The gun went down, GPS! We're gonna see blue come in on this. Stats wanna come in. I'm not sure if Huey knew the gun was even down, and Huey's in trouble now. He's gonna go down.
That was actually a big courtesy to Dr. Phil here and his magical dart hit here, taking out the sentry all by himself off camera like a boss.
Magical hands?
Yeah, the sentry is being rebuilt. He did not get the dispenser. And, you know, dispenser picks, people joke about them all the time, but hey, 20 seconds, 20, 30 seconds, and the gun's level 3 again.
Yeah, so looking at the time here, we're looking at just about 7.5 minutes to do this.
Oh, look at this giant shift in attack pattern here. Nope, they're actually going to turn around. They seem to be a bit indecisive. They're just going to wait for the Uber and go, I think. So let's hope, you know, Splendid-Gaming is able to put some pressure onto Marble, because if they can take him down, they will be in really good shape here. Here comes the soldier.
Yeah. I think if there's any point on this map where the defending team has a huge advantage, it's right here on this last, on this Borneo map.
Marble is very well protected. They got Uber now, and they got a nice little death ball going, so let's see here. They're going to go through the low ground here. Huey in the front. Nice timed zap as well on the sentry. Very well executed. Rollers coming in.
Oh! Slush got a little pistol kill. 2 pistol kills. He got Freaky and he got Tracker. My goodness, that revolver.
Hero level 1 sentry is going to get stab zapped by tutorial.
I guess he did watch a tutorial on how to take the gun out. Credit to, that's not my joke. I'm stealing jokes from Twitch now. We've got Soldier coming in who popped his little fun time dealie, but counter play not going to matter. They're going to come around bottom now. The Lord of the Flies play by the Soldier.
On the quick fix of all things. They just really want to take a lot of damage here. Like, I guess this is a good response to the Uber coming in. Oh, Zimmer going down to a crit flare here from B-Bear. And B-Bear just really doing a lot of damage here.
Still kind of waiting, and I don't know if the change to quick fix is the right thing. Oh, wow.
Huey almost, well, he took some damage there. He wasn't in a danger, but nice effort here. Look at Huey in a very good spot here. Oh, he's going to do so much damage.
Cart's moving backwards, though, GPS. It's going backwards. There's something wrong with that cart. They need to reset that and get on it.
Quick fix, return, counter push to the Uber. Nyack in the front. And, yeah, the cart is moving now with the Pyro on the cart here. Can air blast all day. Uber Salmedic, hero of the day. Just get taken out. Headshot of Tracker, and 2 people left are alive for the defenders. And the first round's going to go to Stacked.
Stacked, they pull it. First half goes to them, and so in UGC we play first to 2 halves. We're going to reset here in a moment, and if they can take another one, that'll be it.
So Huey here, not as insane amount of damage as last time. Pretty even with Nyack now, and Swee, of course, that is the Soldier for the defenders. We saw last round the Soldier do a lot of damage as well, so I guess defending Soldier makes you able to do a lot of damage. And, but yeah, hopefully the defense from Splendid-Gaming will be a bit more solid this round. I felt like they kind of fell apart very easily. And didn't really have like the strong backbone that Stack did. Like Stack was a bit of a pain for Splendid-Gaming to push, but hopefully they've learned. Maybe they've seen some chinks in the armor, and perhaps are able to do something with this.
Yeah, I mean, if I were to break it down, I sort of think of the defenses on this map and on any payload map as being, you know, there are certain spots where you have to defend and where you have to stall the team, and we didn't see Splendid-Gaming stall between the 2nd and 3rd point here in this outdoor area like we did from Stack. And Stack had a really good, or sorry, that's not where I'm thinking of. I'm thinking back behind, between 3rd and last point in this sort of building where they have the stairs that go to nowhere. They had a really great defense there, and Splendid didn't. And I think the key to Splendid-Gaming is they're going to have to hold more often. They're going to have to set up more defenses, right? GPS, I mean, they can't just, you know what I'm getting at here? They need to set up as many sentry spots and stall as much as they can, and we didn't see them do that as many times as Stack.
You gotta do the high risk, high reward defense where you're defending with less than what you're comfortable with, but sometimes that is enough and sometimes that isn't enough. Like, you never know, so you kind of have to get the feel for that. However, pressure is on them because it's match point to Stack right now. Stack's gonna be feeling pretty confident. However, the sniper from Splendid-Gaming is definitely not out of Tracker's league. They have been pretty even as far as I've seen. Usually it just comes down to who has better team support is the winning sniper. That's usually how it goes in the high-end game. And also Tutorial, he has been doing so much work. Getting key picks and zapping that sentry all the time.
Zapping it.
Zapping, I love that's that. What I say.
That's my favorite GPS. Z. Zapping.
Yeah, the
GPS, what was your thing that you wanted to say? You had a follow-up on a joke or something about...
Oh yeah, you know, like in good tradition, we always have jokes that we like to follow up with, and of course mine being exceptionally bad. Like together, we're like, you know, get a GPS, but it's not really that. That's about like whenever I ask, you know, John, if he's getting you for the cast, it's like, can you get Getawhale? It's like you have a stutter. Can you get Getawhale? So imagine if I was going to ask you to make a new brand of batteries called B batteries. You know, can you get Getawhale to make B batteries? It would be like a stutter, and that was a joke.
That is a stuttery, and that is my job. That's what I do for a living, as we all know, is make batteries. It's, you know, what I wanted to do since I was a little kid.
Can you get Getawhale to make BB batteries?
And remember, guys, B batteries go great in the Get a GPS. Remember, you can buy TomTom GPSs through our Amazon referral link. Those are Get a GPS branded GPS devices. You throw them in your car, throw it on your bike, wheelbarrow. If you're in a wheelbarrow and you need to know how to get somewhere, get a GPS and it'll be a huge help.
Yeah, well, I
It's
feel
just
like
science.
we're obligated to tell them that it's actually just a framed picture that says "Get a GPS" on it, and it's just paper. But it has the TomTom logo. I feel like we got in trouble for that earlier, like people complaining. It's like when people, you know, I'm selling a picture of a PlayStation 3, and then people get upset that it's not a PlayStation 3 when it clearly is a picture. You know what I'm saying?
I'm selling right now an Xbox box on eBay, and the price right now it's at $1,400, and I'm really excited about it. I mean, it's just a box; there's nothing in it.
Yeah. So can you get Getawhale to make the batteries for his Xbox box?
Oh my god! Oh boy, we're waiting for the second half here to begin, ladies and gentlemen. And believe it or not, we are actually covering this match here. We want to thank you for tuning in on Blackout Gaming TV. I'm Getawhale. He is GPS.
Yeah, General
We're
Problem
both,
Solver, is that what that stands for?
Is it? Is that what it is?
Yeah. If you have a problem,
Heavy
in
is-
Team Fortress 2, you shoot it until it goes away. That's what my rifle's called.
There you go.
So one team's ready. We're just waiting for the other team. Maybe some strategizing going on. So in the meantime, like the map has pretty much boiled down to defending the last point. Like it seems once you lose the first point, the second tends to follow, and third is really hard to defend as well in this matchup. Like if we took a look at where the sentry was located, it was here, and all Huey did was that he just peeked through here and did a lot of damage. So. Not the best anti-demo man spots here, so I'm not really sure. Like, you need more experience to figure out where to put the sentry. I'm sure the map makers have like a few ideas of where to put it, but we don't. We have to play it and experience it and learn it the hard way.
Right, yeah. And shout out again to Sean, the map maker, who is watching the cast. Maybe he's still watching. Maybe after the whole B batteries thing, though, he decided to just turn this.
You know, that's a good
off.
way to keep, you know, the core people we want here still here.
If you'll stick around for our dumb jokes, you belong here. You should stay.
Yeah, like what I mean by like high ground is like maybe, I don't know, have a ledge from in the ceiling or something that you can drop down to, but it should take a while to get there. Like, you know, kind of like you have in the intel room of Turbine, similar stuff to that.
So make this more like Turbine is what we're getting at here.
No.
Payload
But I like
version.
the other paths. It seems to have a lot of nice little high ground, low ground areas as well. So, but there's definitely like a lot of this map that goes unused, like this area over here.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see a defense at second point GPS, and a lot of times when Borneo map was still sort of newer, we used to see a lot of really good holds in this standard area here on second point because teams didn't know how to come into it, but we're seeing a lot of good aggression, and when the engineer doesn't have time to set up here, I mean, that can be it, but, you know, we can have a defense in here behind. We had stacked in, you know, this big building. I'm sure you know where I mean.
Yeah, but one thing, like, if I'm doing analysis on other maps, is that generally, like, the shortest route should give the least advantages, but here on the second point, the shortest route is actually the best route, where you actually get a high ground advantage poking around the corner, and you actually have a huge positional advantage compared to if you go on the low ground and go all the way around. You will actually be on the low ground, taking the longer route. So that is just something to bear in mind when it comes to...
Porking around the corner is what I heard.
Porking.
We're ready to go.
Probably what I
Speaking
said,
of
if that's what you
porking,
heard.
we're getting ready to go here, and it's we're looking at potentially match point for Stacked if they can win this half. If not, they'll force a third half, and I'm not sure on the mathematics of that. Are you a math person? 3 halves is 1.5, isn't it? 1.5.
I'm not even sure what you said, so I'm going to say no.
Okay, well, I'm a North American guy, but we're getting ready here, and first defense going to be from Splendid-Gaming, and so really a lot of the pressure is on their shoulders.
Yeah.
In how long can they hold at each point, and they certainly want to put up a time of, my goodness, I mean, they want to defend for at least, I mean, if they can defend last successfully, that'd be perfect, and actually I saw that in a North American match yesterday in Platinum.
I think they just need to be able to hold, well, maybe the first point is a bit hard to hold, but it is an uphill battle, so I think if they just position themselves properly and take full advantage of the high ground and the fact that the enemy has to go up to get them, they can potentially do a lot of damage. But, you know, you have spies and snipers, and demo men who are really good at dealing with that kind of stuff. Of course, the players on Stacked are pretty darn good.
Who do you think has to be the big performers for Splendid-Gaming in this defense?
Overall, I just think they need to like focus more damage. I think, like individually, they're pretty good, but stacked seem to be a bit more stacked together, like Tetris. Revsky here killing Tracker off the bat, of course.
So that's only two stacked jokes so far. What are we doing? We need more of those.
Oh my god. If Tutorial would have not worn the Spicicle, he would have gotten the medic pick. So, oh, here comes Huey. Gonna try and get the force here, eventually.
And there he goes. He got the force, though. Look at that.
Yeah, they're still holding, and they need to, well, Admirable is now going to move out, because they have an Uber advantage right now, so it'll be interesting to see if they get a force or a drop on Admirable. They need to do that to stall this push here, because they're being very, very careful. Stacked is playing very, very textbook right now. The Spy sees them coming, so they should know.
Oh boy.
Oh my, oh ho ho, okay.
Oh,
gets the heavy though. Freaky is down, only a Devilman Huey left. And it looks like, well, if Splendid-Gaming are going out of there, but they could potentially contest this. I think they have the numbers and the positioning to do so. But, oh no, Kunai out with the gloves running urgently. Takes mini crates, gets taken out by Huey. Bit of a mistake there. That's going to cost him dearly. But Flood almost has a new Uber. And Uber Pyro, Pyro in the front, Demo in the back, could definitely work to stall the cart.
Business in the front,
but Dr. Phil just jumped and killed him.
Revsky picking out Dr. Phil in return, and my goodness, Spy's up here already. That's Tutorial who's wreaking some sort of havoc.
Oh, but the Scout
knows he's there.
He is not using the Cloak and Dagger, so we'll have to decloak pretty soon here. But there is a
Stacked having a good old time. Look at this. Stacked is in.
Yeah, they're just taking the advantage right here. Soldier trying to get something done here. Sweet, not going to be enough. But they are defending this with a level 1 Sentry Sniper with this Tutorial in the back. But oh yeah, oh no, the Scout's on him. He's not going to be able to do anything except run around a tree.
Yeah, I mean, this level 1 is still here. It's trying to flare it down. It's up to a level 2 now somehow. This miraculous Sentry here.
Oh, MF here, he needs to air blast the Uber back and just send them backwards. Oh, what is this positioning coming out of Stack here? Freaky taking out Flood here. Bit of a... They just went straight through there without so much of a hitch.
So much for the level 2. My goodness, that was Beep just kind of hiding underneath the card almost. They push it through, and Splendid-Gaming, it's kind of this risk-reward thing. I would like to see them take more chances with these defenses.
They're being a bit careful. I think the meta of Stacked's constant aggression is kind of playing to them, so they just continue to lose. But Revsky here, he's in a good spot. He's going to watch the cart and stop potentially anyone that goes through there, but he's going to meet a bunch of stacked people.
Ooh, the meta. Yeah, I don't know. We're trying a defense here, this second story, but here comes Mr. Tutorial himself and gets the gun. A little combo there.
Dispenser and Engineer is still up, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like he is going to... Yeah, he's going to rebuild, it looks like. This is very, very risky.
Oh dear, this is precarious right now.
Yeah, he needs people in front of his Sentry right now. The Sentry's level 1, he's going to go online. He's ready to shoot. Tracker is on the side. Here comes Uber, and yeah, the Sentry is toast.
Splendid are in really rough position right now. They have to get the hell out. That's third point, probably going to get capped. And look, pushing way up. Look at Huey with an overheal. Finally goes down. My goodness, but, and Conplay in now. Oh my lord.
Yeah, you can see that Revsky is being extremely focused by the Soldier. Like, he was so after me. He was barely alive, thanks to his team, but yeah.
342!
I just like the positioning coming out of Stacked here. They're just so aggressive. They did lose Freaky, though. Huey is still alive. It's disconnected from his medic.
Oh boy. Splendid-Gaming, it's going to have to come down to the defense here on last. They're going to have to hope. Yeah, the gun's going up on last now.
Courtesy of Smeezy, the scout from Stacked, and they're just going to have to do whatever they can with this Nyack. Not going to be able to do too much. Tracker is watching! Where's the Tracker cam? There's Tracker cam. Oh,
Tracker. If there was like a tracker, you know, something that shows where Tracker was.
Tracker literally walked into Rivsky's scope, and he only did was pull the trigger, and he died. But look at Slush here. Very low on health, but like, getting the drop on these guys is going to be pretty tough as they're watching their backs here. Okay, here he comes. He has 13 health. He has to get something. Gets a marble! Oh my god, that's a drop! Very nice play there.
Marble going down, my god!
Super risky.
But now, I don't know what I think of this defense here. This is kind of a... I don't know what to call it from Splendid-Gaming. Kind of a half-hearted defense outside here, and they're really leaving themselves open to being taken out. I don't know if they want to be holding here. I want to get in, Splendid. Go inside.
Well, I guess
go
I
to your
want to
room.
stall it as much as possible, but the cart is pretty far forward, and Tutorial sees the gun. You can bet a bunch of hats that... Oh, wait, yeah, I think Revsky saw the ammo pack disappear, so they know he's here.
Well, now they're going to get him. Well, maybe not. Tutorial's still there living.
Oh my god!
Look at
Yes,
that!
the medic! That's a drop!
Tutorial, why do you do this to me?
Well, it was usually pretty bad spy check out of, you know, the red team's hard to say it, but if, you know, if Revsky had the Girardi, that drop wouldn't have happened. Hindsight, you know, but yeah, that's just
it's
one
easy
example.
to see now, though.
But yeah, now Admirable has a full crit streak, actually. He's going to go in with Huey. So Revsky gets Freaky, that's a heavy, and then Huey takes out Revsky, that's a sniper. It's going to do a lot of damage here, but it's not going to get the gun, and now having crit streak is going to be pretty tough. Not saying it's impossible, but I think going from the left-hand side would actually be a lot better for crit streak. I'm going to watch a slush cam. I feel like he's
We haven't seen a crits successful yet in this match, but who knows, we might see it, but they're really putting it on the shoulders of probably the demo Yui, but I think he's very capable. I mean, he's been a beast all night.
Oh, well, slush here. Oh, actually gets hurt. Oh, Dr. Phil here on the money. Jumps on the spy, and here's him taking damage. Oh, is this a contra hit? Is this a contra push? Does he have enough? Or is he out of ammo? It's one of the two. Oh, here it comes, contra push. I love this.
Yeah, yeah.
Faster and healer and crits. Oh my god.
What is... And they're... Wow, everything down. 2 players up, and they're going to stack this cart. No joke intended. They've got 8 on it. And we've got a time of 6:57 for the stacked team. A pretty convincing time.
Yeah, and that was a really good coordinated effort. Kritzkrieg, demo, plus contra. That means it's pretty much an Uber at that point, because if he kills one guy, he's back to full health, pretty much. When he gets the heal, so very well played by Stacked. Like, I want to see more of that kind of stuff. So let's see if Splendid-Gaming is able to do that.
Yeah, certainly, you know, this is a bit of a mountain for them to climb, but I think the key to them is if they can stay as a team, and if they can shut down all the defenses of Stacked, you know, if they can push up quick enough to shut down defenses, I think they can pull this off. They have a lot of talent on their team. We've seen it. I just think they need to really organize their pushes. They need to plan them out.
Yeah.
They've got to be, you know, big clusters of players. They can't go off solo, and they've got to shut down those defenses, bottom line.
Yeah, and I also think they're kind of underestimating their own abilities to hold against Stacked. I mean, obviously Revsky is holding phenomenally against the other snipers. I think like it's the same for Soldier, but they don't think so. Like, it's like a mind game thing. They think they like subconsciously give Stacked the upper hand, which they have, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, they really have. I think that Splendid-Gaming, they need to believe in themselves. They need to not get discouraged, and they need to really believe they can do this and play with confidence, because I think they can do it, but they can't get down on themselves. The minute, you know, they start saying, "Oh, come on, guys," and getting frustrated, that's a negative thing. A Tutorial is waiting here for the pick that he wants.
Oh, nice force there. Slush there, medic. So that's going to leave Flood with an Uber advantage. Let's see if they're going to be able to do something with this. Yeah, he's going to go, and I'm just going to take a look at Tutorial. Just killed a sweet
Picked out the soldier. That works,
well,
yeah.
You know, that's one less thing out of the sky.
I mean, they got to get going here, don't they? I think if you're Splendid right now, you can't waste a lot of time. They need to get together, they need to cluster up and get going. They have 4 players down.
Stacked has a new defensive position. It's Sentry on the track, like Dr. Phil goes down, so that's going to be no more bombs here. And B-Pair are doing a good job just keeping this dispenser alive. It's a bit out of position, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Mista just pick that up and place it further back as they like slowly start to turtle backwards is what I'm hoping.
Yeah, little early push here. Demo trying to jump, but shut down by that gun. Let's get that gun down.
Where he needs to be. Kind of.
Medic flying around. Oh, this is bad. Getting air blasted around, and that's Beep doing crazy work. Tutorial finally stabs Flood, and I gotta think we're gonna call that first push shut down, although Splendid are gonna fight it out. They're not giving up.
And Admirable has a full Uber, and they need to just get the force here. Oh, Freaky goes down. That's a nice pick.
They're not giving up.
Bombs
Look at this Splendid team. My goodness, but there's still
Huey is really weak. He has 29 health, but he's still alive and a marble. Yep, here goes the Uber. And,
oh, wow.
Yeah, they could potentially have got the Huey there.
Oh, Spy's here, though. Spy's in behind. I don't know. Is Slush going to make something happen? Is Slush going to head to... I don't know. Oh, my God.
On a Marble. Nope. Marble down to 50 health, though.
All right, so, I mean, here comes Splendid. I've got to hand it to them. They really hung in there and stuck with it on this first point. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Bicycle kind of shut him down there, so I don't think if he had Bicycle, he would have been able to get something here. But now, Splendid-Gaming might have the momentum that they need. The sentry is level 1 and on the track, so this sentry is pretty much dead. It's basically just like a brick wall waiting to get shut down.
Oh my God! Maybe more of a paper wall, as it does indeed get shot through, and now. Oh God!
Moving forward, Uber coming in, and they're going to get a lot of ground on this.
And they're backing right the hell out of there. We might have we're going to have a really quick second cap here. We have a pause. Looks like
we have a pause.
Oh boy! I'm wondering if something happened with a player on the stacked team because look at Splendid.
They're heavy timed out.
Yeah, okay, so moving along though here, they're doing what they've got to do. We're looking at about, 4.5 minutes.
So if we look at the, I'm looking at the current stats of this round. Nick here, doing 2,552 damage. It looks like it's still going somewhat, being updated. And yeah, stacked are pretty much in the top for kills so far in this round.
Yeah, but I mean, God, what can you say about this offense by Splendid? They're doing what they've got to do. They're not going to lay down GPS. They're not laying down. They're going to go for it. They're going.
Yeah.
This is real.
And that's exactly. I like how they popped the Uber so early because I think they know that Admirable doesn't have an Uber yet, and they could potentially kill Admirable unless he gets out of there. Let's see, he has the opportunity to hide, but if Nyack jumps this properly, he is going to kill Admirable, and I think that's what they're going for. Need to keep their own medic alive though, because he is being protected by Freaky, who probably isn't here. Well, it happens 90 seconds after this, I think.
Right.
The pause is
everyone. Yeah, the pause, of course, it'll make the HUD maybe do silly things, and people might move like army men around for a few moments. If you've never watched competitive, we might have a hell of a finish here, and I think that Stacked might be thinking. I don't know what they're thinking. Are they going to try to set up a solid defensive third, or what's going through their heads right now if you're unstacked and you've just given up 2 really quick points? Or, well, about to give up 2 quick points. What's going through your head?
We've seen that, like, inside this house where Huey, I guess the Huey spot, is what we're going to call it, where he took down the sentry. Oh, yeah, it looks like the pause is over. 4 minutes left on the clock. Nyack here, Uber has faded. He's very weak. He's disconnected from his medic here, but he's still doing damage. Oh!
Samsy with a nice pick there, picking out Flood.
He's still alive, and he's going to almost hit the heavy with the caber before he goes down.
Samsy picked out Flood, but they're still pushing that card along. Oh my goodness. I'm going to reload my HUD here, but we might have this little hold just outside of second, like we saw last time from Flood.
This is interesting.
Yeah. Stacked holding on, though. A nice little defense.
Yeah, we got Tracker here holding the hallway. He's actually not going to battle Rebsky, even though we got Rebsky getting over here.
Yeah, and the cart just kind of standing still. If they don't reset it, it's going to be moving backwards any moment. They are going to reset the cart. Oh, no, they weren't. Soldier will get there, low. Oh, look, they're just standing right on the cart here as Tutorial.
Oh, Tutorial sees that they have crits now.
Yep.
It's going to be crits versus Uber pretty soon.
Oh, my God.
They need to get one perfectly placed crit stick. Here he comes. Uber is popped.
Not going to happen. Oh, Tracker, though, a little pick there.
Yeah, this is where the heavy is connected, I think. He just stands there. Yeah, he gets taken out. Free kills. And, yeah, that is unfortunate, having technical problems, but it worked in Splendid-Gaming's favor.
Yeah, Nyack got at least 1 pick there, looked like, on the crit, and their level 3 is... Oh, wow, but are they going to take it right down? Look at this.
No, they need to put more pressure onto it. They backed off, and they really shouldn't have.
Yeah, they really need to get that down.
Well,
I agree.
They did get the engineer
down, and this might be what they need.
Well, Splendid-Gaming. They're buying more time, and they're not contesting as much as they should. Pyro with the shotgun could take this out.
They got to get in there. Oh boy, they got to get in there, but I think they might have squandered their chance here.
The gun is back up. The engineer is still alive, and they are really far back.
What are they waiting for?
Crit Creek maybe, get the demo with them, but you have tutorial there. Okay, he gets taken out by the Zimmer, and yeah, they're gonna go with the Crit Creek here.
Oh boy, they pop it, they pop it. No, they get the pyro beat, nothing else there to get.
Oh,
and they may be realizing
no, wait, there's a big fat Russian.
For the heavy. Oh my god, oh! And it goes down, and
Soldier cleanup crew coming in.
Oh,
Sweet, taking out Dr. Phil. Soldier
for
Soldier.
They're gonna get this cap. This is still doable, GPS. They can do this.
Absolutely doable.
The dream is real.
Is out of position. And on fire. He's not protected by his medic here, and he could potentially go down pretty soon, but he has a lot of health. And he's actually gonna get out of there. Is he? Really? Wow.
Oh dear, I've made quite a mess. And pushing along now, I think that Splendid really have to get going. They have a minute and a half, and look at this swarming stacked squad. And Admirable is in that little roof spot again, and they're going to pop in, looks like. Well, maybe not. Still holding on to Uber. And the crit going to come, but not going to matter. Uber is popped. Is Nyack going to get out? No, Nyack is down, and now...
Nyack is down, so they have to make do with what they have, and that is a heavy and not a lot of time.
1 minute looks like to me.
Yeah, they just have to go now.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're thinking here. They got to get going. A little stick trap here.
Yeah.
Get going.
Okay, they get Nyack right now. Nyack has to kill absolutely everyone.
This is doable. This is not out of this world.
Uh-oh, Pyro is in a really good spot. Disconnects Nyack from his medic. But he's still doing damage. Flood is down.
Mista is still up. Mista is back at last and setting up his defense at last. If they can get someone in here, oh my god, we have Slush coming in to try to shut down the defense. I don't know if it's going to work though, because all of Stacked now are back here. Card's moving along though. We got 20 seconds, but with that gun up, it's looking dire.
Yeah, and the Spy was just taken down, so no zap as of yet. They're just hurling themselves at the cart right now.
And I think it's too little too late, GPS. They're going to try this, but they've waited too long, it seems like to me.
They had the crits, they had an opportunity, but it just wasn't enough.
And so GGs are going to be called out, as Stacked is going to take this one 2-0. They will move to 5-1 in this UGC Plat division, and a fairly convincing win by them, but it could have gone either way. If things happened a little differently there, we could have seen a third half, couldn't we, GPS?
Yeah, most likely we could. However, I think Stacked had Splendid's number in this case. They were a bit more solid. It seemed like Splendid-Gaming was a bit unsure of what to do, and maybe didn't get a clear read of what Stacked was up to, but definitely well played to them. They almost had it with the crit screen at the end there. I think they could have just gone, sacrificed the player to the sticky trap, and then cleared out everything. And a bit of a mistake with the Slush there being taken out as the gun was there. If Slush would have zapped it, it would have been a completely different situation.
Yeah, I think we saw good things toward the end there, but it was a little bit too late in the end for the Splendid-Gaming team. I think if they had used that aggression for most of the match, it could have been much different, and we could have been looking at an upset, but in the end, Stacked do pull it off, and great play by all of them, I've got to say.
Yes, so with that, we're going to close out. Big shout-outs to the map maker for actually watching some, if not all, of this cast.
Yeah! What up, Sean? He's been watching a lot of these. I know that these map makers care a lot about their maps, and he's been watching some casts.
We care about map makers too, because we need more good maps, and this one definitely has the potential to be a really good one, I think.
Yeah, and hopefully we're gonna have some more, some great officials and matches. If all the Euro ones are already done, hopefully we'll see some good North American ones, and we'll continue to build this map and have a killer payload map, even better than it already is.
Yep. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you later.